My name is Avis Robinson. I am back with you again to demonstrate my Foley cath and my sterile technique on Mr. Wilson here. He agreed to let me do this with him, so I am going to do this again. So, to start off with, I'm going to walk in the room, knock first. Let Mr. Wilson know, hey, Mr. Wilson, my name is Avis Robinson. I will be your nurse today, and I will be assisting with your Foley cath insertion. Is that okay? Mr. Wilson says yes. So when he says that, I go and get my sterile field. So what I do first is I'll wash my hands. I put my gloves on, and after I put my gloves on, I get my Foley cath kit. I open it up. I discard my paper, to the side. I take my gloves off, wash my hands, and now this whole field is sterile. It is very sterile. So what I do next is 1 inch around, open. Keep 1 inch around, open. 1 inch around, open. 1 inch around, open. It exposes my gloves here, as you can see. So I place my gloves here. I catch under the little tabs to open the gloves, and boom, they're right there. So to open my gloves, I pinch with my left hand because I'm right-handed, and I slide my hand in to my glove. Kind of got to work with me in sometimes, but it's all right. We get there. And my glove is on, and I go under the cuff of the left hand, and keep your thumb tucked because you don't want it all out in the way. Keep your thumb tucked. You go under. My hand is still in that cuff. Excuse me, you can't see it. My hand is still in the cuff. It's on backwards, but that's okay. Still on the cuff. And now everything in here I can't touch because everything is sterile, so I can't touch everything in here. So next, I have my little drapery, this little hole that I'm going to drape over my client for added privacy. And I can't touch this paper because it is sterile. I will not touch my client. So next, I have a little dropper pad that I will place under my client, carefully not to touch my client. And next, I will take all this off because I do have my swabs to clean. So let me open those, and we'll lay them here. And I have my lubricant. I'm going to squeeze it just in the tray, no particular area, just squeeze it in. And next, I am going to get my catheter ready. So we do have a specimen bottle, but today we're not getting a specimen, we're just putting the catheter in. So you can discard this to the side. So next, what I would do, I will go ahead and get all of my stuff together and ready. So once I start this procedure, I don't have to stop. So I will go ahead and remove this from the tubing, because this is the part that will be, of course, going to our patient. I'm going to lay that there. So next, I will go ahead and dip it in, rub it around in some lubricant, and I will have it ready for me right here in the box. Also, I will use my saline water, and I will go ahead and get that ready as well. So you're going to put that in here, so you won't have to do it again. You won't have the patient waiting. So next, I'm going to clean my patient. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this hand, place it here. I'm on the paper. I'm not on the client. Let me turn so y'all can see here. I'm on the paper. I'm not on the client. So I go down the side, throw it out. Grab another one, go down the other side, over here, throw it out. My third one, take it straight down the middle, and you throw it out. This hand is on the patient. It never leaves the patient because it's on the patient and it could be contaminated, and you don't want to contaminate anything else you got going on here. So what I would do next is I will go ahead and tell my patient, okay, Mr. Wilson, I'm going to insert the catheter. You may feel a lot of pressure. If you feel any pain, let me know. However, Mr. Wilson, I want you to take a big, deep breath for me, and I'm going to push this in, okay? 1, 2, 3, deep breath. And he took a deep breath for me, which is really good. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Okay, hold right there. And now I'm going to push my saline water in. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. We're almost done. Let me know if you feel any pain. Perfect, Mr. Wilson. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, I have that in, and Mr. Wilson is not feeling any pain. So now I'm going to check for tension on it. And I do feel some tension, so I know we're in the right spot. So if I was to say, okay, Mr. Wilson, now we're going to take your catheter out. I also did notice a little bit of urine, which lets me know I am in the right spot. So if I was to take Mr. Wilson's catheter back out, I would first, I would release the balloon that's holding it in. I would draw back the fluid, and I would make sure that I'm getting 10 milliliters of fluid back out of the catheter. And sure enough, it is exactly 10, so that's always a good thing. Okay, Mr. Wilson, now you're going to feel a lot of pressure, and I'm going to pull. Ready? And I will pull. And he would take a deep breath if he needed to while I was pulling, or he can just say, okay, whatever, just pull the thing out. After I got everything pulled out, I would clean up. Well, first, let me go back. After I finished the catheter, I would clean up everything. After I cleaned up everything, wash my hands. If it was time to take it back out, I would re-wash my hands again, put on fresh gloves, and I would come in with the syringe to release the balloon that's up in there holding the catheter in. And I would tell Mr. Wilson, okay, let's take a deep breath or whatever you desire, and I'm going to pull it out. I will let you know 1, 2, 3, and I will pull it out. I would also get Mr. Wilson cleaned up here. Make sure he is good to go. I would, with my gloves still on, I would discard everything. And after that, I would open the privacy curtain back, which I failed to mention earlier. I did close the privacy curtain, but I would open it back up, re-wash my hands, remove the gloves, re-wash my hands, and document my findings. That is my Foley cath and sterile technique video.